Hi, everybody. We are back. This is our last lesson for this week, and we are going to be wrapping up adding groups of tens and ones. So today we're going to do a super short lesson, and you guys will be off and ready to go do whatever else you need to do. So I'm going to share my screen and we are going to practice one more time, just in a different way, adding groups of tens and ones. Okay, so on here, this was supposed to be like an assessment, something that I would give to you and you would do this independently, but because we're not at school, this is something that we're just going to have to do together, and that's okay. So number one, what we're going to do is we're going to use these cubes and we're going to build both of these numbers. So it says build 45 with cubes. So I'm going to take my groups of 10 and I see that there's a 4 in the tens place. So I know I'm going to need 4 groups of 10. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. I can also count them by tens to double check to make sure that that's 40 that I want. 10, 20, 30, 40. Okay, and I see a 5 here in the ones place, so I'm going to take 5 little ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I've built 45. I'm going to double check just to make sure. 10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. Okay, and now my next practice is to build 27 with cubes. Okay, so I see a 2 in the tens place, so I know I need 2 groups of 10. 10, 20, okay, and then I see a 7 in the ones place, so I know I need 7 little ones all by themselves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, and I'm going to double check and count them just to make sure. 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Okay, so I've built 45 and I've built 27. So now it says write an equation and then find the total number of cubes. So first, my first side is 45. Okay, so 45 cubes plus, I want to add 27 cubes. Oh my goodness, that's a really big equation. I think we can do it. Okay, so there are a few different ways that we can solve this problem. We can put all of the tens together and all of the ones together and count those. You could start at 45 and count by tens and then count on by ones. That would be tricky, but you could do that. You could also use a 120 chart to help you with that, which I've linked on the learning document. You can pull that up and use that to help you count. So I'm going to do my tens and my ones and count from there because that's the way that my brain works and works best for me. If you want to do it a different way, you can do it a different way. That is totally fine. Okay, so I'm going to take all of my ones and put them over here. So I know I have these 7 ones. Okay, and then I'm going to bring over these 5 ones from the 45. I'm going to stick all of those together. And then I am going to put my tens over here. Okay, so we have our tens over here and our ones. I'm going to start with my ones first, just because last time I started with my ones, I figured out that I actually made another group of 10, and I kind of think that that might happen here. Okay, so let's go ahead and count these and see if we can make a group of 10 to add to this side. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so I have a group of 10 here. So that means I'm going to take one of these guys, whoop, I'm going to put him over here, and then I'm going to take these guys out because I'm just switching them. Okay, that's just because this group of 10 here looks nicer than the one that I made. So I'm going to switch them out. So all of these ones that we used to make 10 go over here. not all of the ones, just the ones that made 10. Okay, and then now I have 1, 2. I can't make a group of 10 with those, so they have to stay by themselves. Now I can count my groups of 10, and we'll see where that goes. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 71, 72. Okay, so I see 72. So 45 cubes plus 27 cubes equals 72 cubes. Goodness gracious, look at us. Okay, let's do it one more way. This way's a little trickier, but it's a little bit of a challenge. So if that was too easy for you and you want a challenge, I'll just show you another way, okay? All right, so let's build 45, 30, 40, and then I know I need 5 ones because there's a 5 in the ones place. Now this way that I'm going to show you is not Mrs. Lindley's favorite way to do this. This is where I kind of get confused, but some of you guys have all of you guys have really strong brains, so I know that I can challenge you with this way of counting. And if I start teaching this and you get confused, I want you to stop, okay? I want you to stop. I want you to continue to do 10s and 1s. So if what I'm about to do, you start getting confused, I want you to stop and just practice counting 10s together and 1s together. Okay, let me double check because I was counting and talking at the same time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I have 7 here in the ones place. Okay. We can count by 10s. So we can start with 45 and we can count by 10s. When we do that, our ones are going to stay the same when we count by 10s. Okay, so right now I have 45. I can bring over this one, which would be 55 because I still have these ones here. Those ones did not change, just my 10s. So I have 45. Now I have 55. And now I have 65. Okay, and I can count that. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 65. So I'm going to do that one more time. I'm going to show you one more time. So I want to do that. Okay, I have 45 over here. And I'm just going to count by 10s. Because my ones stay the same, I have to make sure that when I count them, they stay the same. 45, 55, 65. Now I can count on with my ones. So I have 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72. I still got the same answer. So you can count and do all of your 10s together and all of your ones, or you can challenge yourself and start with 45 and then count your 10s, add 10 more to 45, and then add your ones. Both ways, you can do both ways. It doesn't matter. So today, you guys are going to go to the learning document. And again, you are not going to post anything on Dojo. I'm giving you guys a easy pass this week. Is this the one I wanted? Yeah. And so here is going to be your problem. You can just pull this up on the learning document. You can print it if you want. You don't have to print it, but it's Max has 13 crayons. Sam gives him 6 more crayons. How many crayons does Max have now? And this is what you guys are going to be working on. And again, I will have that linked in the learning document. So continue to practice counting by 10s and 1s. That is super, super important for first graders to know. And when you move to second grade, your teachers are going to be super impressed if you can count your groups of 10s and your 1s. If you guys have any questions, please remember that you can reach out to me on Dojo at any time, and I will help answer your questions the best that I can. I hope that you guys have a good weekend and enjoy working through your math. See ya.